West Brom 1, Leicester City 2.
Wow. Wow is all I can say. Fantastic for Leicester City there, and Harry Winks winning it so late on. You said news, didn't you? Deja vu, wasn't it, from Wednesday, conceding that late and really disappointing. Vestergaard had the headed chance on Wednesday that was saved. Harry Winks made no mistake, did he?
Well, almost made a mistake. No, obviously a great counter-attack. We thought it was going to be deja vu again. 1-0 lead going into the final minutes. West Brom equalised. You think it's going to end the draw, and then West Brom are pushing for the winner, really, aren't they, towards the end? Another long throw, Darnell Fairlong, we clear it. And I thought West Brom must have had every single player in the box for that throw-in, because it was 3-on-2 on the counter-attack. And, you know, Dewsbury Hall gets played through. You know, it takes his time. He knows Harry Winks is to the right of him. He's just got to play the right pass, which he did. Almost too much on the pass for Harry Winks to get on the end of, but he managed to get on the end of it and stick in the back of the net just, and we go away with the 3 points.
These are just scenes, Jerry, aren't they? Simple as that.
You can see what it means to everybody, players included. What a big game this was. How big that result is. Last minute winner. Had everything, didn't it? And Leicester got what they deserved today, in my opinion. They were the better team. They controlled the game for longer periods. Yeah, West Brom showed touches of quality and why they've been in such good form, but you know, Leicester were a better team today and got what they deserved.
Yeah, Matt, talk us through these scenes. We can see the pictures, Mavididi, Vestergaard, all of them celebrating with that away. And what is it like there in the ground right now?
Yeah, it's exhilarating to watch, really. As Jerry says there, it's not just the players, obviously supporters, the backroom staff, the manager, people here in the media team, you know, all up on their feet. And it's real excitement about the ending to that game, but you know, for a number of reasons. Because one, the manner of it, and two, you know, the fact that Leicester made a bit of a statement, I felt, here today. Really, it's been a little bit of a dry period for them the last few games, but you know, stern test coming in, the form team of the division, probably West Brom. Leicester have come here, as Jerry says, they were the better of the two teams overall in football sense, generally, and the manner of it as well, to get it how they did it. You know, football was crazy at times, didn't it? They looked like they're coasting and cruising to the victory, concede late on against, you know, out the blue type thing, and all of a sudden they were hanging on, and you're looking at hoping you don't lose from expecting to win, and then they're going to turn the game on its head again like that, with Dewsbury Hall and Iheanacho combining for Harry Winks. And yeah, wonderful stuff to see. It wasn't fantastically entertaining in terms of goalmouth action throughout, but it was always intriguing. Thought it was a great contest, and ultimately Leicester joyous, and the supporters will be cheering all the way home back along that M6, won't they, for sure?
Yeah, and rightly so. I mean, we just saw a minute ago on the bottom of the screen where it said the goal scorers and the minutes it was in. 89th minute equaliser. Everyone's down, everyone's gutted. West Brom actually probably looked the more likely in added time, didn't they? From one of those throw-ins, maybe to nick the winner. Bang, up the other end, Leicester steal it.
Yeah, it was a bit of deja vu from Wednesday night, where, you know, similar to Wednesday night, West Brom coming on strong. You know, they're a goal down. They have to sort of go for it in some respects. Another set piece, all right, this time, you know, it's a throw-in, but it's a set piece all the same. Leicester just failed to deal with it, really. I think it's a bit of a mistake, if I'm being honest, from Ricardo Pereira. He just has to put his foot through. He tries to control it with his left foot in the 6-yard box under pressure. You're thinking, I know you're good, Ricky. I know you're very good, Ricky. But and then the counter-attack from another set piece, West Brom set piece. And it was similar. I listened to the game last week where West Brom played Ipswich and they scored a counter-attacking goal. Their first goal was in a... So obviously I couldn't see it, but I'm listening to it, and that was a thing of beauty. Both goals were a thing of beauty. They really were. I mean, Dewsbury Hall's goal was great move, great cross, bang, and where you want your attacking midfielder. Second goal, we used to see that a few years ago, these counter-attacking goals. Leicester City became famed for these counter-attacking goals, and today you were just rolling back the years.
Yeah, it's just all three midfielders involved again, weren't there? Dewsbury Hall, goal and assist, Ndidi assist, Winks scoring. So that midfield three, you know, they got a good partnership going, and shows on the pitch at the end. Them scenes, another late goal at the Hawthorns, brings back memories from when we beat them 3-2. That time when you show the goals there, Minvald scored the winner, to the fans in the background going crazy, all the players going over to the fans at the end of the game. You know, that's what you want to see, you know, fans and players, you know, interacting at the end of the games, going home happy, 3 points. Back on the team coach, back on the sports coach, back home to Leicester, straight to the pub, straight to the pub, have a few drinks and enjoy the night.
Yeah, that puts Leicester now 4 clear of Ipswich, Matt, albeit they obviously have a game in hand this afternoon at 3 o'clock, as do Leeds as well, and who are leading the sort of chasing pack, but it's 11 clear of third now, obviously as the caveat being that they both play later.
Yeah, and that's part of the reason why I say that Leicester making a little bit of a statement really as well. One, how they've come here and performed after a little bit of a sticky run against West Brom. It's on, you know, it's on the radio, it's on TV broadcasting stations, whatever, you know, it's there, it's being exposed to the outside world, and you know, you look at it and they were pretty impressive, I thought, and people will look at Leicester and think, oh yeah, you can see why they're top of the league, and so will other teams and other supporters as well. And they're, you know, and that the 3 points obviously, you know, is very welcome indeed, and just, I was going to say alleviates any sort of pressure, but you know, there's always an element of pressure, but it's you create your own really if you're stressing when you're 8 points clear of third and you know, top of your division. You know, it's a nice position to be in, and I think the belief, or certainly there should be the belief, and I think it is there within this squad, with the ability and the depth that it's got. You know, they should be confident in themselves, but this will be a huge boost as well. I mean, I wouldn't say any supporters or people on the periphery were concerned particularly, but you know, there's a little bit of an issue. You start sort of questioning a few things, but today has dismissed that certainly for a good period of time, and looks nice and healthy reading right now, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It really does. 11 clear of thirds, an important gap, isn't it, Jerry? Okay, it could be, what, 8 by 5 o'clock, but Leeds play Middlesbrough at home. That'll be a tough game. Ipswich have got Coventry at home as well.
Yeah, listen, it just adds to the pressure. The pressure is mounting now on the chasing pack. And look, before this fixture today, and opposition teams looking at this fixture in particular, Leicester going to West Brom, you're thinking, as an opposition manager and opposition players who are in that chasing pack, good opportunity for Leicester to drop points today. We have to go out and win our game and keep the pressure on them. Obviously, that hasn't happened. So now the pressure is back on the chasing pack to get results today. And that is not an easy thing. You know, as Matt's already mentioned, there's pressure on you all the time. Even more so when you're the chasing pack. Yes, there's pressure on Leicester to keep that gap and to keep the momentum, but every time Leicester win a game, the chasing pack are looking up and going, oh, not again. Oh, not again. So it becomes harder and harder to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, those teams would have been buzzing when West Brom equalised. They would have been going into their changing rooms going, oh, Leicester drew. 2 points dropped for them. It's a chance for us to go and gain 2 points on them. Then obviously at the end, Harry Winks, they'll see that and think, oh, more pressure on them to, Gary just said, it's more pressure on them to win. As you say, 11 points. You know, Middlesbrough, no pushovers for Leeds. That'll be a tough game. I think Ipswich will do Coventry. But yeah, it's just
you never know, though,
yeah, you never know in the Championship. I thought Preston would have beat QPR yesterday, but there you go. QPR bottom of the league, Preston 8th. QPR wins. Championship's so unpredictable.
Yeah, absolutely. And because it's so unpredictable, if you are a team like Leicester and Ipswich who are top of the league and have that points gap, it's so important that, especially in this period where I'm telling you, the results will go left, right, they'll be crazy. You won't even be able, there'll be no lines going up and down, they'll be all over the place because of the results that are going to be coming in over this festive period. Believe me, it's just incessant, it's just non-stop. Then you have to make sure that, okay, Wednesday night, disappointment, but you didn't lose a game. You got to draw out of it. You come here, you showcase, you make a statement. Matty said it, made a statement. They stood up today. They were magnificent for the most part, and they've got them 3 points right at the end.
Still to come here on Matchday Live on Fox. So we'll continue to analyse that fantastic victory at the Hawthorns today. We may even get some reaction as well from pitchside, so do stay with us.
Who wants to join me? Shopping at King Power. 3-day, 2-night stay booked. See ya.
To the rooftop bar.
To snap a photo for my IG.
To eat the famous patai.
The new collection is calling me.
Sure, there's a perfume I want. Let me ask my sis.
Yes, of course I'm going.
Leicester City, Fox never quit.
Let's go. It's possible because King Power is more than just duty-free. Shop latest trends in beauty and gadgets, your coolest staycation, the legendary Pad Thai, best street food in town, a place to support your team, a fancy dinner, enjoy shopping at downtown stores and online, or even the thrill of a new experience. Explore your everyday possibilities. The power of possibilities. King Power.
The new season's nearly here and the opinions are getting stronger.
We've got serious pulling power now.
Oh, to get the top 2 players now.
Aye?
It's like I've been saying, if he settles the squad, we'll be back on top.
Only this time we're going for the quadruple.
You are joking, aren't you?
The time for talk is nearly over.
With over £4 million in free bet giveaways and huge price boosts, kick off your season with Sky Bet. That's betting better.
Jameson Black Barrel unlocks a richer taste experience from barrels charred black by fire for notes of butterscotch, toasted oak, and, ooh, moments like this.
You're built different. Breathing new life into broken. Taking matters into your own hands. Assembling big dreams from the small things. Never stopping until you find right part at the right price. That's the eBay way.
Hello, football fans. This is a smart meter display. It helps you tackle energy usage, manage your spending, and keep you on target. Now that's a hat trick. Search Get a Smart Meter today.
Jameson Black Barrel unlocks a richer taste experience from barrels charred black by fire for notes of butterscotch, toasted oak, and, ooh, moments like this.
The new season's nearly here and the opinions are getting stronger.
We've got serious pulling power now.
Oh, to get the top 2 players now.
Aye?
It's like I've been saying, if he settles the squad, we'll be back on top.
Only this time we're going for the quadruple.
You are joking, aren't you?
The time for talk is nearly over.
With over £4 million in free bet giveaways and huge price boosts, kick off your season with Sky Bet. That's betting better.
Welcome back to Matchday Live here on Fox's Hub. I think that picture just there pretty much sums up how we're all feeling at the moment there, Harry Winks. A very, very happy man. We'll cross over to Matt Elliott as well at some point at the Hawthorns. I believe we might be able to get some live reaction as well from West Brom with one of the goal scorers. In fact, the goal scorer and the man who got the assist right at the very end for Harry Winks' goal, which it was scenes in the studio, let alone in the away end news, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was quality. You know, you can't be at last minute winner. We're watching it on the screens, and you know, I couldn't believe how open West Brom were towards the end after going for that throw-in. You know, obviously they were in the momentum. They thought they could grab the winner, and you know, Kelechi gets a little bit of luck at the start, but then
I'm going to cut across your news because we're going to go live to the Hawthorns now. Kieran Dewsbury-Hall with Chris Parrott.
Yeah, there's not many better feelings in the world than that, to be honest. Just happy. I'm proud of the lads' mentality. It's horrible conceding right at the end of it. The fact that we stuck together and took our chance, we got another chance and managed to take it. Yeah, it's credit to the lads, and yeah, it's fantastic to get a win away from home last minute.
So many talking points, particularly in that second half, but talk us through the move for the winner. Because when it dropped on the edge of the box, there was the chance, but it has to be perfect from that point onwards.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as I seen it drop and seen Kelly turn, I thought I've got to go here. And credit to him, it's a great ball. And look, I was one-on-one, but they're the sort of moments where you can't be selfish. Like, I could have easily shot there and scored, but then I could have shot and missed. So I wasn't willing to take that chance. Like, I'd rather put it on a plate for someone else and score myself. So that's not the moment to be selfish. And that's credit to Winksy, and thankfully he scored.
You did score, of course. Another header, and that was another at the end of another excellent attacking move, wasn't it?
Yeah, we've worked it really well down the right. Wolves put a great ball in. We practice that move all the time in training. We do patterns of play like that. Inside run from the number 8, dinking it to the back post, and the other opposite 8 making the box. And you've seen it there. It worked perfectly, and thankfully Will found me with a great ball, and I just put it in the net.
Talk to me about the scenes, not just when you celebrated your goal, but when Harry scored and at the full-time whistle, you, all the players in front of those travelling fans.
Yeah, if that doesn't show people how connected we are as a group, everybody absolutely over the moon, then I don't know what will. They're the sort of moments in football you have to really cherish, because you get so many bad moments. So the good moments, you have to make the most of them, and you've seen there at the end, the celebrations were fantastic. I'm just happy that the crowd managed to get a win. And look, sometimes early kickoffs on a Saturday, they make or break your weekend. So luckily for us, it's hopefully made a lot of Leicester fans' weekend, and they can enjoy the rest of the time.
I know it will have made yours as well. And what does it show about the mentality, particularly after Wednesday? Almost like deja vu. Team scores late, but on this occasion you're able to dust yourself off and go and get the win.
Yeah, it's a great mentality. Games are coming thick and fast every 3 days, and for us to shake off what happened in the week and go again, and again a late goal, but for us this time to respond in the right way shows growth. And nothing's going to be perfect in football. You're going to have times where things go against you, but the fact that we managed to do what we did today is very pleasing for everybody involved.
Just finally, 15 league wins, and it's only the start of December. It's been an astonishing start to the Championship season.
I mean, yeah, you can't really ask for much more. We had a little blip, every team has one, but now it's about trying to get back on that winning mentality. 7 points from the last 3 games in a week. I mean, can't really grumble at that, and now it's about dusting ourselves down. We've got a bit of time now to rest and recover and go again next weekend. And look, so many games coming up, before you know it, we could be looking good again. So yeah, it's just important now to keep going.
Brilliant stuff. Well played, mate.
Thank you.
That was Kieran Dewsbury-Hall there, speaking to our commentator Chris Parrott. I believe we'll get Enzo Maresca fairly imminently after that as well. So if I cut across either three of you, you all understand.
Don't do it again.
Yeah, it was very much man of the match. Got to have been today, hasn't he, Kieran Dewsbury-Hall, Jerry?
Yeah, he has been the last couple of games for me. Standout player. It's just his driving. He's a driving force, and the way he drives the team forward. And like you said, nothing phases him. You know, his maturity, they're speaking about the goal. We've seen it earlier on in the season where Steffi Mavididi went through and shot and missed when he had a scored pass in an earlier home game. Luckily enough, he did score in that game as well.
Yeah.
But you're talking about the biggest moment in the game, and it's literally the last kick of the game, and you have a decision to make. You're through one-on-one with a keeper. You've already scored. You've had a great game. You know, what do you do? And he just spoke with such maturity there in the way that, you know, his decision-making process and how he felt about being in that situation at that moment in time. Just brilliant.
Even for his goal himself as well, he says about the team shape in training, the patterns of play that they do in training with the, you know, in Wolf running the inside channel for the dink ball back post, and what I liked about it, he wasn't in there standing, he was on the move.
Yeah.
He was coming onto it. If you're a striker in there, you don't want to be stood still. You want to be on the move when the ball's, coming into the box, and as he's arriving, it's a perfect time and run. Great header into the bottom corner, and we all thought that was the winner. But
textbook.
Yeah, Matt, I think time stood still a little bit. I feel when Dewsbury Hall was running through, there must have been just a palpable sense of anticipation in that ground when he was going through. And did he think he was passing? Did he think he was shooting?
Yeah, I think you could see that was the best option, and knowing Kiernan as I do, as most people have grown to, and as he just said there in his interview, his mind was pretty clear what he was going to do. Obviously, for a nanosecond, he would have considered, scoring his second and being the real hero, which he was anyway. But yeah, I think you could see as soon as it developed, as Iheanacho got the run of the ball and got turned, you thought this is on. But it was almost like Nudes was saying there, you were sort of scratching your head thinking.
Right, Matt, I'm cutting across you again.
Okay, yeah,
you understand? Enzo Maresca is with Chris Parrott.
The way we play on the ball, the way we play off the ball, but unfortunately we concede again in the more or less the same way we concede on Wednesday. We need to improve on that, but I think we completely deserve to win the game.
What did it show about the mentality and the quality that after conceding that goal it didn't flatten Leicester at all, that you went looking for the winner?
Yeah, absolutely. Happened the same thing against Sheffield Wednesday, that we had the chance with Vestergaard, Yannick. Today happened again, but I just said we are trying to build something not all inside the pitch, also outside the pitch, in terms of the way we want to behave, the way we want to compete, and I think today we show again. Sometimes you can win, sometimes you can lose, I know that, but the important thing is the way we want to behave.
So your celebrations when the goal went in ended up on the pitch, but you could see what it meant to you, your staff, all of the players and all of the supporters here as well together.
Yeah, probably, I just said, probably my celebration was too much, but it was just the immediate reaction, but I was so happy. Yeah.
Talk to us about the 2 goals that Leicester scored, real quality in both moves.
Yeah, absolutely. We had some good chances also first half, but yeah, overall we deserve it completely.
Kiernan Dewsbury Hall just mentioned about how you practiced that pattern of play for his goal a lot, him arriving, Wilfred Ndidi making that run from the kind of 8 position.
Absolutely, yeah, we work on that many times since we start. We already scored some goals, we scored again today. This important thing that they are in the right position, because Wilf was in the right position, but we were in the right position with Keenan and with Steffi or Casey, I think, second post now, I don't remember.
And how about the energy to get forward and produce that counter-attacking move after 95 minutes of football to finish it off?
Not, to be honest, man, not only the energy for the goal, the energy for all game, for the whole game, because after you play Wednesday night in short period, when you play Wednesday night and the opposite they play Tuesday night and then you play Saturday morning 12, it's huge difference. And today they show energy and they show character.
And finally, 15 league wins, it's only the start of December. Has been an extraordinary start to the season, hasn't it?
Yes, but we need 15 more.
Top stuff. Cheers,
Thank
Enzo.
you.
Thank you. Well done.
Yeah, he'll be saying at least 15 more, won't he, Enzo Maresca there. Great to hear, as ever, from the Leicester manager, isn't it? And I think it's quite funny that he says he thinks his celebration was a little too much coming on the pitch, but you can't control your emotions in the 94th minute, can you?
Yeah, especially a last-minute winner like that. You can see all the players as well. All the players are up off the bench as well. All the subs, all the staff are hugging each other. Enzo got a bit excited, but what can you say? Last-minute winner, you can't beat him.
Well, you think if you go back to how this goal was scored, we just said on replay, West Brom were pushing for the winner here, and they've literally put everybody forward, haven't they? And so he's probably having kittens on the sideline at this moment in time. Enzo Maresca thinking, do not concede from another set piece, i.e. a long throw-in. And then to see his team go up the other end of the pitch and score that last-minute winner.
Slow motion, isn't it?
Yeah, if you can't celebrate that, what can you celebrate?
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a full swing of emotions in the space of, 15 seconds.
Yeah, Matt, again, we were speaking to you, weren't we, about the... well, sorry, we're just laughing because we're seeing a slow-mo on one of our screens of the winner. Harry Winks, by the way, Matt, nearly misses that, doesn't he, when he slides in to tap it home, but that doesn't matter. And I mean, Leicester fans, you need to keep an eye out on the social media channels and on the website later this evening, because there's some brilliant slow-mo shots that will be coming your way, and the joy on Harry Winks' face when he scores, the joy on Kiernan Dewsbury Hall's, it's brilliant, and the scenes with that away end it's probably one of those away ends that those fans will remember for years.
And the relief on Harry Winks' face as well, I think. But yeah, it was a little bit closer than you'd want, wouldn't it? And expected in that situation. Thought he made a bit of a meal of it, but just adding to the drama, Harry was. But yeah, but, like you say there, we've spoken about the scenes there, and it's a perfect way to win a game, isn't it? Away from home, or any game for that matter, but right in front of the away fans as well. The far end behind that goal was sort of split in two, and the left-hand side, as I'm looking at it, was packed with Leicester City fans, and the emotional roller coaster that had gone on the last 20 minutes or so of that game. But yeah, wonderful scenes, and the ones that, as Ken Dewsbury Hall mentioned, ones that you'll savour and cherish for many, many years to come, isn't it? Certain moments, a lot of your career ends up a bit of a blur. Certain things stand out, but moments like that, albeit only not even approaching just before the halfway stage of the season in the Championship, will still stick in everybody's mind who witnessed it. But and at Maresco, the boys are saying there about celebrating, and you get booked for it. You get booked for it. I mean, that's a sad state of affairs, really, isn't it? Football's all about passion, isn't it, and emotion, etc., and as well as the technical side. And as you say, it's uncontrollable in that scenario. He gleefully, well, not gleefully, willingly took his yellow card. His hands up. Sorry, ref. I know, yeah, fair dues. But, talk about fussiness or whatever. But anyway, it hasn't dampened the mood or spoiled the celebrations, that's for sure.
No. Fair play, by the way, to Harry Winks. Not sure one of you mentioned it, that's the 94th minute. He's the holding midfielder, if you like, and he's been running all game. He's the one alongside the other central midfielder that have made the lung-busting.
Well, again, you listen to Dewsbury Hall talking there after the game about as soon as he'd seen Kelly won the ball back, he was off. And the same with Harry Winks. Those key moments where you make that decision to make that run, instead of going, well, hold on a minute, I'll just sit back here and hold. And he's decided he's going all the way. Yes, I've got men over, so it enables him to make that decision, and to make that decision quickly. And ultimately, it turned out to be the right decision.
I keep on thinking about the Mavididi. If that was Mavididi in front of goal there, would he have shot all past it? Well, you've seen it at Southampton, didn't we? Where he had an opportunity early on, which he shot and missed, and then obviously he went through again and scored, didn't he, straight after? But Dewsbury Hall said there straight away he knew Harry Winks was there. He knew in his head straight away he was going to pass it. And it was the right decision at that time in the game. Very much. Maybe if it's 20 minutes in and Leicester already won up, maybe he has the shot. But there, if they're winning,
it's moments, isn't it? And Matt talked about it a little bit there, Jerry, when we were speaking to him. He says that they're moments that will be remembered. And listen, everyone knows what the goal is for Leicester this season. It's promotion, automatically. And they're the types of victories, I assume. I imagine that you've both won promotions. You know that you look back at the end of the season and think, that was a key moment.
Yeah, you do. You look back at certain games and you go, and especially the big games. When you coming in, this was going to be a tight game. Turned out to be. The stats said it was going to be tight. It turned out to be tight. Thankfully, Leicester come on in, but to win it in that way, with a breakaway goal, a counter-attacking goal from a West Brom set piece, the momentum's with West Brom. They're looking for the winner. Unless they go up the other end straight away and win it. Those are moments in football that you never forget. Simple as that.
Right, final say can go to you, News. You scored a goal in a brilliant win away at West Brom. We talked about that a little bit earlier, didn't we? Harry Winks, again, we'll remember that now, and what a vital win that could be.
Oh, yeah, it's huge, especially after the disappointment of West Brom, Sheffield Wednesday, midweek, conceding late, had the chance to win the game with Vestergaard last minute, and just to repeat the, conceding late again. And then Harry Winks this time putting the ball away to make it 2-1 in the last minute. Just galvanises the squad together, brings that togetherness. The momentum is back on. Now, that win, 3 points, 11 points clear of third, puts pressure under the teams below now to do their job.
Absolutely. Thank you very much to Matt Elliott, who's been at the Hawthorns for us this afternoon. And as ever, thanks to Jerry Taggart and to David Nugent for their company this afternoon. I think there's only one way to describe it, and that was scenes. Good night.